Tarot. My name is Laura, and this is going to be a July love forecast for the sign of Gemini. This is for my Gemini suns, moons, and risings, and those on the cusp of Gemini. I want to thank you guys for being patient. It was a beautiful weekend, and I could not be stuck inside doing tarot readings. I am going to be going on vacation next week, so this is going to be a busy week, but I'm going to finish up these forecasts for y'all, and I have a bunch of private readings booked. If you'd like to book a private reading, I'd say this week is probably your last chance for the next 2 weeks or so, because I'm going to be going on vacation on the 2nd through the 7th. So after then, I'll be back to doing the mid-month readings and resuming the private readings. So I just wanted to add that there. For your reading today, I will be using the Tarot Mucha for your main reading. For clarification, I'll be using the Verisabilla Italiana. And for the Oracle message, I'm going to be using the Psychic Tarot for the Heart. Okay, so if that sounds good, let's get started. I know you guys have been waiting for your reading. I am going in order of likes from most likes to fewest likes and birthday month first. So that would explain a little bit of why you guys are somewhat towards the end of my readings this month. Only 3 more readings left. I have Aries and Capricorn, and then that will conclude the love forecast for July. Spirit, what are the love messages and energies that you have for the sign of Gemini for the month of July 2016? Excuse my voice. It is the morning, so I've just had a cup of coffee. Sometimes my voice isn't totally warmed up yet. Yeah, I was going to say something. Spirit, what are the love messages and energies that you have for the sign of Gemini? This is for my Gemini suns, moons, risings, those on the cusp. This is a general love reading and will not resonate with everyone. You all know that for the most accurate reading with the most accurate outcome, I do recommend coming and getting a private reading. Spirit, what does Gemini need to know for the month of July with regards to their love lives? What's on the docket for Geminis this month? What can they expect with regards to their love lives? This is for my Gemini suns, moons, and risings. What are the love messages, Spirit? Okay. I'm going to be doing the Celtic crossword today. You all are familiar with that. I want to welcome my new subscribers. It's good to have you here. Thank you for joining me. And to my old subscribers, you guys are awesome. This channel is made possible by you. Always remember that. And I always have to remember that. This is a people-powered community. And I'm very grateful for all of your love and support. Thank you. Let's take a look at your cards. In the center, we have the Queen of Cups crossed by the 3 of Cups in reverse. What comes below you is the 3 of Pentacles. 2 3s. What comes above you is the 10 of Wands reversed. In your recent past, you have the Star in reverse. In your near future, you have the Page of Pentacles reversed. In the position of how you see yourself, you have the Sun. In your environment, this is how your significant other may be viewing you or dealing with you. Now, when I say the environment slash your significant other, so either or if you're single. Now, when I say your significant other, I'm talking about the person that you're thinking about the most. 4 of Cups in your environment. Hopes and fears, you have the Hermit. Your outcome for the month of July, you have the Knight of Pentacles. All right. Very good. Let's begin, Gemini. In your significator position, this is your energy walking into July. You have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, woman in love, woman who is focused on her emotions. She's very intuitive. She may be a mother. This is your energy. I am getting a female energy, so more receptive energy. If you're a man, you are walking in with a more receptive energy. This may also signify the person that you're interested in, but it doesn't have to. Normally, this is your energy, Gemini. Water sign energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Some of you do have Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, moon or rising sign. Some of you who are watching are Gemini, rising, or moon. Okay, so just keep that in mind. This will not resonate. That will not resonate with everyone. Some of you are really dealing with your emotions in a very, I would say, open manner, very loving manner. The Queen of Cups is the most psychic of all the queens in the tarot. And she is the most sensitive emotionally and the most psychic emotionally of all the queens outside of the minor arcana. Now when we get to the major arcana, we're looking at the High Priestess. So she's not quite there at the High Priestess level, but she's pretty darn close, right? What crosses you, this is what's helping or hindering you throughout July. It may be presenting an obstacle to you or a challenge. A challenge is something that you can move through. A challenge is something that you can take on. So it's entirely possible that this is not an obstacle, that this is something that's actually going to wind up helping you. You have the Three of Cups reversed. So what I'm getting from this is that you may be having some issues with friendships. This may be a love triangle that is not working out. It may be a group of friends that are gossipy, catty. You may be just thinking that you need better groups of friends around you, that you need more support. Those are some of the possibilities. I'm going to put down some clarification here because we do have a core card in the center. I do feel that that is your energy, but I want to get a better grasp on the situation that we're dealing with here. Spirit, can you clarify for me the Queen of Cups in the center, crossed by the Three of Cups reversed? Obviously, we are dealing with emotions here and friendships. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Okay. So let me show you what we have here. The Vera Sibillas are telling me that we are dealing with a married woman. The Queen of Cups here. It says respect or attraction toward the mother of a family. So yes, we are dealing with the mother of a family here. Some of you are mothers or have families. That's entirely possible. In the center, we have the gift of precious stones. Okay, now this present, it says it could be unselfish or selfish, a gift of some sort. Now, when we say present, the question is this a gift that's being given unselfishly, or is this a gift that's being given for selfish reasons? And I feel like since we are dealing with a group of 3 people here, the word selfish is coming through. Is one of your friends being selfish? Was there a situation where, you know, you perceived this present to be somewhat selfish? Or was it something that was presented that was a true gift from the heart? Are your friends really giving to you from the heart? Are you giving to them from the heart? Or are there ulterior motives, that kind of thing going on? But in the future, we have the delirious. Again, this group of 3 people, stupid actions, foolish behavior. So some tomfoolery going on here amongst a group of friends. So there you have it, a little background as to your situation going into July here. And let's see what goes on around you. Well, what puts you here, Gemini, is you have the Three of Pentacles in your foundation. The root of the matter is the Three of Pentacles. This can be a situation that involves teamwork or planning. Now, I do often see the Three of Pentacles as a love triangle. So we are talking about possibly you and two other people. Whether you're aware of this or not, because this is a subconscious factor, you are involved in a group of three people. Now, not all of these people are seeing eye to eye, I suspect, because in your challenge position, you have the Three of Cups reversed and the Delirious, which does indicate that there are stupid actions and stupid behaviors going on. But at the foundation, you are also being challenged to unite this team, unite these people, unite these friends, see what are your values. Be sure that you have the shared values there, that you're working on this foundation together. Because sometimes, as you can see, one of these pentacles is more prominent than the other two. And one of these pentacles may be getting more attention and more love than the other two. So, of course, there can be rivalries here. There can be stupid behaviors. This man is reading the book. He's gaining knowledge. One of these people, one of the people here is working very hard. So perhaps one of you is very dedicated to the task at hand, and the other two people are not actually putting in the work, not actually putting in the effort. Of course, maybe it's the opposite. Maybe you feel like it's more balanced and you have the vision and the other two people are sort of meant to follow your vision. So just make sure they're on board with that as well. Even if we're talking about relationships here, are the two other people on board with your vision? Do they share your same values and principles? Are you aware that you're in a love triangle? Some of you may not be aware that there's a third person there. I'm strongly getting that there's a third person there and that there is some stupid behavior going on. Of course, we are talking about a married woman, respect for the mother of a family. So someone's family is involved in this situation. In the recent past, you have the Star reversed. To me, this represents 1 to 2 weeks going into the past. We can also talk about, it could be further back than that. Hopelessness or being optimistic but not taking the actions necessary. So someone losing faith. I feel strongly that maybe you were losing faith in a situation or losing hope. Just not seeing the potential. You, at the back of your mind, are hoping that things will work out, but there's no real concrete evidence that in the past anything meaningful was being done to kind of create something that would give you more hope. So yeah, I mean, I do sense that there was some hope lost here, a sense of hopelessness or despair, possibly just not thinking that things are ever going to work out, you know, which may not have been the case, but of course we're looking at things from your perspective here, right? Now, in the position of what you know to be true, this is what you may be thinking or feeling, what you'd like to make yours but have not already. You have the Ten of Wands reversed. So something is just too much work for you. There's a sense of wanting to unburden yourself, not wanting to carry such a heavy load around. Resentment, feelings of guilt. These are, you know, baggage, essentially. This to me is like putting down any baggage, not wanting to carry around a burden. If you were feeling burdened in a relationship, always hoping that this person or this group of people were going to live up to your expectations, but they haven't. I can see that you're thinking and feeling that it's just been too much work and you're not interested in really carrying it through to the end. You know, there's a lack of really wanting to persevere at all, and even just feeling burned out at the end of the day, feeling like you had too many duties and obligations on your plate, and it's just too much. You need to put down putting down some of those wands, right? Putting down some of those wands. This can indicate dropping a situation, dropping the other person, walking away, not really wanting to carry on. Now in the middle of July, this is like in the middle of July or 1 to 2 weeks in, you have the Page of Pentacles reversed. So I do see an earth sign coming up here. Now he is in the reverse, so there's a sense that this person is not making progress. I do feel like they're really focused on earning, but have been stuck in kind of a rut in that area. There's a sense of no progress or a sense of being stuck. This person may also be very superficial in terms of always just looking at, you know, I kind of get like, you know, they can be a social climber. They can be someone that's just focused on instant gratification and not really putting in the work that it takes. If we're talking about love and relationships, this person is unfocused. This person is unorganized. There's no focus. There's no perseverance there. They're just kind of all over the place. You know, there's, I wouldn't say a very accountable person at all. They would just be interested in seeing what they can get out of, I would say like clingy or a hanger-on. That's what I'm getting, like a hanger-on, someone that kind of leeches off other people or is just lazy and like lays around all day. Okay. All right, well, pages are messengers, and I'm being drawn to the center Sibylla here, which is letter, a message. It could be an email that you receive. Now, sandwiching the letter, I have the Doctor and Death. Now, don't be freaked out by the Death card. There are alternative meanings to this. In the past, we have the Doctor. So the Dottore is a professional. It can represent a physician, a lawyer, or the like, someone who is a professional. But in the past, this person was a professional. Then I suspect that you get some sort of message or email from this person, and the next thing I see is that there's an abandonment of some sort, a complete detachment from some situation. Perhaps you get the email and you don't respond. Perhaps you get a message from this person who was a professional or a physician and you don't respond. In that sense, when I say complete detachment, I see that it can represent someone who is just not interested or is making a break from someone. Okay, so just some possibilities there. However, we are looking at the Doctor, the letter, and the Death card. So it's also possible that this is a letter that is coming from a lawyer or a doctor, and it talks about the end of something, perhaps the end of your communication with that person. It can also just talk about that if this is someone that you know that's an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, this letter could be coming in to say that, hey, you know, this is over. Whatever was going on in the past is over. This can be with regards to their profession, or this can be with regards to your relationship with this person. But I see that you're very happy. You have the Sun card. And this does tell me that there's a lot of clarity in your life, brightness, happiness, joy. This is the most positive card really in the tarot, and being that it's major arcana, we are dealing with possibly a child here, or childlike energy, even your inner child, a sense of being free and happy. So you're happy about this. I see that you see yourself in a very positive light as well. So I wouldn't be worried at all. I would not worry one bit, because you are happy. Now, in your environment, this is also how the person that you think about the most may be viewing you or dealing with you. When I say significant other, they have the Four of Cups, so they are viewing you. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Someone's beeping outside. They have the Four of Cups, so they're going to be viewing you or dealing with you in this manner. If they're dealing with you like the Four of Cups, obviously they're apathetic. They're not happy with anything that they have. They are not accepting offers. They're too focused on their grief, whatever is going on in their head at the moment. They're dwelling on these Three Cups. Now again, the Three of Cups came up here in your crossing position, so I can't help but think this person is dwelling on their friendships or dwelling on something that they feel like they're missing. There's a sense of apathy here and not really appreciating their friends, not really even maybe making any moves. Now, if this is how they're viewing you, then they may be viewing you as having withdrawn emotionally from them, if that makes sense. And this can represent their offer coming in, maybe this message, and you just not being interested, not really having anything to say because, look, you're happy. You're happy with where you are. You're happy with what you have. Now, in your hopes and fears, you have the Hermit. As a hope, this is a hope to continue on a spiritual path and to find the answers that you're searching for alone and without really outside guidance. Because the Hermit is a wise person and he knows that in order to receive his higher consciousness, messages from his higher consciousness, he may have to retreat for a while. Now, this can also represent some qualities of the person that you're fearing. Someone who's very hermetic, who keeps to themselves, who's a bit withdrawn, and wants to kind of live this life alone without much interference, but is extremely wise and follows their own light. But this card to me is a solitary card, a solitary feeling, a feeling of going within, and very powerful in this position of your hopes and fears. I think that for you, Gemini, there's a real hope that you will be able to get the answers that you need from within, and that you will be able to seek spiritual guidance and receive that those answers when you need them, and you will. For your outcome this month, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So I do see an offer coming into you from, now I'm getting a masculine energy, 30s or 40s. This is a gift. Also, we have the gift here in the center. I do see someone presenting you with something. This is likely someone from your group of friends that does have feelings for you. And this person is very slow moving. He's probably a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, or has that Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn in his moon or rising sign. I'd like to get some more information on him. Spirit, can you clarify for me this Nine of Pentacles coming up in Gemini's outcome position? Now, this is going to be towards the end of July. This person is, we had the Page of Pentacles here, but this person is showing up in a positive, upright position. He's likely very helpful to you. Yeah, we have, oh, 2 cards coming in. Yeah, I'll just take the 2 cards here. So we do have good or bad news coming in. So he may be bringing you some news. And also we have the Man of Letters. So this is someone who's very creative, scholarly. It can also represent a discovery of some sort. but I do think that this is a positive news coming in for you from this man who's extremely creative and is a professional because he's coming up as a knight. He certainly knows what he's doing. I'm also getting the word driven. This person is very driven and very hardworking. So I like this person for you, Gemini. He's coming in at the end of July, so I have really nothing bad to say about that person. I feel like something's ended with this other person here, the page, because he's coming up as a page. There's no indication that this is a different person, but it could be. I know that sounds confusing, but maybe you were dealing with another earth sign or a younger earth sign in the middle of July, and then at the end of July you are presented with some good or bad news from another earth sign, and this person is coming up positively aspected. So perhaps this person is coming around, or this is another earth sign that's very interested in you, and I see that this is someone who may already be a friend. I'm asking for some advice for Gemini with regards to their love lives for the month of July. A message that will help guide my Geminis this month. Okay, so the card that I pulled for you is number 2, refusing to see. This resonates with the 2 of Swords. I'm always surprised by the cards that come out in this position. So let's take a look at this card. I'm going to read directly from the book today. There's a lot of nuances and a lot of language here that I think is wise. I find it to be very wise. Wise advice. Keywords are assess, decide, impasse, honesty. This card speaks about how important it is to see relationships as they really are, rather than how you'd like them to be. This is not always an easy or comfortable thing to do. However, in order to make correct decisions in a relationship, you must be clear about it. Are you maintaining the status quo even though the current situation may not meet your needs? Are you at an emotional impasse in a matter of the heart? At this time, you may be withdrawing emotionally from a relationship or the need to make a decision regarding this relationship. Sorry, I just have to pull this card in here. Do you remember this 4 of Cups? This was in your environment. Also how the person that you think about the most may be viewing or dealing with you. Does this resonate with you now, Gemini? This does not serve your best interests. You must open your eyes and your heart to the truth. By honestly assessing the situation, you'll know just what you need to do. Knowing the truth will make your decision easier and will lead you to more fulfilling relationships. So a little message from Spirit there. Some of you are closed off to really seeing things as they really are. Is there something that you're refusing to see? I do feel that some of you are withdrawing emotionally or are at an impasse with another earth sign. And of course those reasons are going to be personal, but I would take this message with a grain of salt, especially if this reading currently resonates with you. Well, Gemini, we are at a time. I want to thank you for joining me for your love forecast for July. If you like this reading, give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment. I read all my comments. I will see you back here for your mid-July forecasts in a few weeks. So thank you so much. Sending you off with much love and light for a wonderful July. Take care.